Welcome to LiveLifeToTheFullest.tv, your co-pilot for life.
Like the butterfly, our lives are too defined by change. We were all once infants, naive, pure, and free. But time doesn't stop for anybody. And with time comes change. We grow up and experience changes in our bodies, our values, our minds. While change is inevitable, we can take control of it. Here, at LiveLifeToTheFullest.tv, we can guide you to direct the changes in your life and yourself. Join our journey of self-improvement as we metamorphosize you into your ideal self.
In our program, we'd like to continue to advocate every individual, every family, every community, and every organization to find ways and means to live life to their fullest. And we hope that with tonight's program, what we are sharing with you is something that can deepen your life to the next level. And we're going to talk about how we can know our significant other better. Who is your significant other? Your spouse? Your family members? Like your children? Or your little pet? Whichever is the case, how can you know them better? I am Roland Ang, your tonight's host for Live Life to the Fullest, and again, we'll talk about knowing your significant others. But before we go there, let's do a little recap of what we have done last week. The first is that you can actually understand him or her through their past, their vision, and their life goals. The past definitely is to help you to able to look back in their life or in her or his life. But again, you need to be careful because do not go into somewhere that is too sensitive unless he or she is ready to share with you. If not, really get to know him or her through the past kind of experience, especially those that are the positive one. And then from there, understand about his or her life goals, because then that will help you to how you can actually work with him or her to the next part of your life and see how both of you can align them together, and so that you can have a common vision and a set of common goals so that you can move together. The second method is actually knowing him or her through understanding the temperament and the energy level. Now when we talk about temperament, it's basically how he or she react to things, to issues, to situation or circumstances, and especially those that are stressful or negative. And through all this, you were able to understand that the temperament, and from there you were able to do adjustment. Now what kind of adjustment? It really depends. For example, is the temperament of your significant others are likely to be easily depressed? Then if that's the case, then how you should react is you will need to be positive. Now not too positive, but positive enough to able to lift your significant for others up. So by knowing the temperament, this will help you to able to also react or support. Likewise, same with the energy level. If the energy level is low, then that is where you will have to find the right time to able to match the energy. And sometimes at a certain situation, you may need to up your energy in order to able to lift your significant others up too. And from there, you can actually have more so-called a positive forward-looking life together. Third is actually understand your significant others in terms of his or her self-control and discipline. And we know self-control and discipline is the one that help us to make things possible. We can imagine, we can talk about it, but if there's no self-control or discipline, nothing will happen. And by understanding his or her self-discipline and self-control, it will also able to help you to discover his or her strength and weaknesses. And this is so much important because by understanding the strength and the weaknesses, most probably you will also know how to support him or her. But before we go into that, let's us be inspired or reminded of something that is going to inspire us. And with that, a reflective question. How does self-discipline play an important role in your family? So is it important? Do you feel frustrated when things are not done? Then if that case, will self-discipline play an important role in your family? So with that, here we go. Well. I hope that will give you some perspective in how this can come about. Well, before we proceed, let's hear from our expert. So any volunteers? Yes. I so agree with this quote. It's all about self-discipline. In other words, everything must follow step by step. In fact, we should have a routine. Daily routine, cannot miss a single step so that we can follow and be disciplined. Hey, it's so boring leh. It can cut short. And I can tell you, step by step is the way to be successful. So in other words, if you really want your dreams to come true, you must have a formula. This formula, you were able to come out with it with your own experience. And once you have it, you follow it. Once you follow it, you will get it. And once you get it, you will be able to fulfill it. Once you fulfill it, your dream will come true. Thank you, Dr. C. Wow. Well, looks like he's really a system person. But since he's a medical doctor, well, I don't know what kind of doctor. Maybe he's just a doctor. But definitely, he has saved some sense. I hope he has saved some sense to all of you. And that's to have a system. Well, system maybe sound a little bit too... well, what we say is really a family routine, where everybody knows what's supposed to be done. And if everyone follows that routine, well, everything will be in order. And there'll be no frustration with anyone. Now, do you have a routine that's set within your family? Now, if you find that everything is not moving, everyone is lacking of self-discipline, maybe all you're lacking is just a routine. So there's something that for all of you to think about. In case you want to know how the other experts are having their point of view, well, actually you can find out their perspective from our Telegram channel. We are looking forward for you to join us so that you can also able to, see how the other experts also think about the wisdom quote. And we hope that with different perspective, you will have a better understanding of what that quote is all about. So let's continue again now with our fourth way to know your significant other. We have talked about the past, vision, and life goals, and understanding his or her temperament and energy level, and whether at what kind of self-level control or discipline your significant other has. Now, the 4 ways to know his or her better is basically know what the kind of hobby they are in, especially the hobby that is in action. And this is something that you can tell because the hobby actually tell about what they really love to do. Well, there will be some of them who won't have any hobby. Trust me, they do have. So really it's for you to take the opportunity to really observe or really to talk about it. And if that's the case, encourage each other to start their hobby. Because by starting the hobby, it's really going deep inside their heart and to do something that they will enjoy. Encourage each other, support each other, and so that make it happen. Now with that, once you see each other in action, that is where you will find the other side of your significant others. So let's talk about it, share about our hobbies, maybe the hobbies that you used to love in the past, but because of having a family, all this hobby has been forgotten. I think now is the right time to revive them again. Now, no matter how childish it is, I still think that it is very important for your significant others to relieve that kind of passion or the interest. So with that, or able to understand, well, his or her, the other side of him. So with that, let's take a break. And well, we're going to share a video about family bonding. So I hope that this is something that an idea that you can think about. You can do it at home, and it's not difficult. It's a family activity. So with that, let us watch this video.
Hello everyone, today we're going to make a flower for Mother's Day. Here are the materials you will need: 2 color paper, scissors, pencil, glue, and a cup. Let's begin. Hope you liked my video and remember to subscribe to my channel. See you again. Bye!
Thank you, ZAZA, for sharing his video. But what is more important is not about making the flowers. Of course, that is an idea of what your children can do, whether for their teachers or whether for their friends or for their grandparents. that would be a great activity. But what is more important is that you can actually make videos and capture all this special moment. So I would encourage father and mother, well, just take out your handphone and make your memorable videos. Capture your children in action. Guide them through. This is a fantastic activity that you can do it together. And then from there, edit into a video that really can capture your special moment about your children's growth. So we hope that this can be an activity for you to think about. So let us continue about our 100 Live Life to the Fullest ideas and how you can know your significant other better. So we have shared 4 approaches. One, of course, is through their past, vision, and life goals, followed by understanding their temperament and the energy level, self-control, discipline, and their hobby in action. These are the various ways to know them better. The next one is project and chemistry. Now, when I say project and chemistry, this is likelihood. It's not about just observation. It's really working together. Now, I hope that if you are courting right now, having romance with your girlfriend and boyfriend, one way to really know each other is to have project together. Now, it's not just about having fun, it's about having an exciting moment. Now, I know that is important. But what also important, you want to know whether your significant other can live with you for the rest of their life. It's not just about now, it's about the future. And like I mentioned, in the future, there'll be many projects coming along. Some are short-term, long-term, and some is forever. Well, until the day you step into your own grave. So one way is to really see each other involved in the project. From there, that is where you can see how each other, well, worked. Their working style, their communication style, how are you going to react to challenges, issues, disagreement, different ways of doing things. And of course, eventually, is to able to adjust to each other's way of doing things, understanding each other's personality better. And finally, you can find your chemistry. Now, take note. I use the word find the chemistry. It's not to discover the chemistry. Now, if you were to discover the chemistry, I can tell you, it's not going to last long. But rather, is to build the chemistry by allowing each other to understand each other and then adjust to each other to find a balance. And that balance is your chemistry. So I hope that with that, something in mind can help you to understand each other better. So with that, let's continue to our next inspirational quote. And before that, let's think about how can a good teamwork aid in effective parenting? And I'm sure that parenting is a permanent project. I hope that this is going to be a permanent project. And in that case, how can you be a good team in order to be effective parents together? So with this, here we go. Unity will actually multiply your strength as a couple. And with this strength, it may even make things easier because you'll be moving together as a team. So with that, let's hear what our expert is going to say. So anyone wants to share? Yes, inspire them. Inspire them with your wisdom. Inspire them with your experience. Inspire them with your knowledge. Inspire them with your direction. inspire. But at the same time, be contented with what you have. Be happy what you have again. Because you will never find happiness if you're always going for the results. Can you summarize your point? Summarize it. Hey, you're wasting our time, you know. Oh, hey, we don't have all the time for you to say what you want to say. What you want is that you'll come together, be united as one heart, one mind, one soul. And so that you can enjoy the spirit, enjoy the soul bonding, as though that you are a soulmate, and go together. So be patient, have hope, and have faith. You will get there. You will get there. Thank you, Guru S. And I think it said something that really for us to think about. Because how are we going to achieve this unity? Well, he has his perspective. But what is yours? So if you really like what you are seeing here, join us in our Telegram channel. Now, your identity will be kept confidential. No one is going to know. But if you will join our channel, you'll be receiving our regular wisdom quote and sharing. And from our expert, DISC, and to give you different perspective of what this wisdom quote can be. And you can find what you agree with and apply in your life. So let's continue with our 100 LLTTF ideas. So far I've covered 5 and we have displayed over here. Now let me share with you our number 6 method. And our number 6 method is interaction. So in other words, in order to understand your significant others, observe the interaction. Now it's not just the interaction between you and your significant others, but really even the interaction between your spouse with the children, your spouse interacting with other family members, other friends. Observe the way your spouse respond or react or say about what he or she experienced. And I think with that, you are able to understand how he or she manages relationship. And from there, you can see that generally, what is his natural inclination towards people. And with this understanding, that is where you can better find ways to have better interaction with him or her. So we hope that with this 6 method is something that for you to ponder, and from there to understand your partner better. So from there you can move together towards each other's vision. And I also hope that both of you will be eventually sharing the same vision and have the same set of life goals. So with this, would like to come into the end of our program, and would like to share with you a BounceSG story. We also believe that in sharing inspirational story, real life story, it will able to inspire us and for us to really ponder and reflect upon. And we would like to invite this person who's going to share with you. And the question to think about is, how can having someone by your side can change your life? Well, in this case, in this story, it's a special someone. Well, stay home, because it will be an interesting someone. But what's more important is that having a someone, is this someone changing your life for the better? And I hope that this is something is happening to you, or it could happen soon. Nevertheless, let us watch and hear this story and we'll see what you think. Here we go.
Many times when I reached out for CC, she will turn aggressive and bite me or attack me. However, I understand this might be the new environment she came in, and maybe perhaps bad experience in the past. Just that we had to just show more patience and love towards her. If you can, try to support the dog adoption drive. Even how bad the condition of the dog, it can turn out to be a very friendly and happy family. Thank you.
Wow, I hope that this story inspires you. And thanks to Simon, now 2 dogs are having a new life. But I realized, I wonder if you realize, how many significant others were there in his story? Not only just 2 little pets, right? In fact, his wife was also with him. So I thought that this is such a good so-called a kind of passion that he has to show his care for the pets, but more importantly is to share this with his wife. So if you have a story to share that can inspire others, we actually look forward to hear from you. There is a QR code. Do scan the QR code and come in contact with us. We would love to really share your story with many more people. So with that, let's have the reflection of what we have shared tonight. So basically, to know your significant others is to know their past, vision, and life goals. Now just take note, do not be too intrusive. Just ask gently. Especially in the past, they may have some sensitive issue, so we need you to be sensitive about it. If they are not ready, do not push for it. But if you have a listening ear, they will open up to you. Second, understand their temperament and their energy level. And this especially how they react to things, especially those things that are, not so positive. And this is the time to really understand better, so that we are more well prepared on how to react to their reaction. All right. Third is to understand their level of self-control and their discipline. Now this is important because coming together as a family, having children, is no longer just about romance, which of course is important. But then the other is bread and butter. And of course, your many projects that you're going to do together. Now without self-control and discipline, all these things are not going to happen. Fourth is to understand each other's hobby and then bring them into action, especially hobbies that they used to have in the past. This is a good time to bring them up again, no matter how childish it is, because this is something really close to their heart. In fact, it will be even better. You can actually work this together and then help each other to develop once again, to relive the hobby once again. Another method is, of course, to have projects together, and so that you can find or build your chemistry. And once you're able to find the chemistry, any other project that comes along, you were able to accomplish them not alone, in fact, together as a couple. And finally, to understand your significant others better is to observe his or her interaction with others other than you. And I think with that, you were able to see the relationship and the way he or she manages with others. So we hope that with these 6 methods is something that you can try out slowly but surely and have fun And I hope that this can be an adventurous journey once again to understand your significant others better. So with that, just a reminder to continue to connect with us. Right in front of you, we have 4 QR codes. The first one is if you want to continue to receive our daily inspirational quote. Here we go. We have a QR code for you to scan, and that's where we have let you access to our 3,000 over qubits, which is enough to last you for 10 years. Now, if you want to continue to receive our 100 ideas how to live life to the fullest, we welcome you to join our Telegram channel. Now, do not worry, your identity will not be revealed. In fact, no one is going to know who we are. And you will not be overwhelmed with all this because we are conscious of that. So we'll just make sure that they are regular, but it's not going to overwhelm your Telegram. So we look forward to see you in our Telegram channel. And next, if you are interested or you have someone with a BounceSG story to share with others, we are looking forward for you to contact us. And we will be working with you and see how best we can tell your story and share with many others. Last but not least, we're going to share with you our AR Butterfly Family Challenge. Now, if you have come in earlier before 8:30, you have already watched some of our preview videos, which will show you how you can start your family challenge. And this is something that is our innovation. And we hope that your family will enjoy this activity. Better is that you can even accomplish this as a challenge for yourself as a team. And basically all you need to do is to scan this QR code and get our butterfly with you and take a photo. And with that photo, post in your Instagram or Facebook and make sure that you hashtag LLTTF challenge. And what we'll do is that we'll find our best few photographs and we're looking forward to give you our mystery prize. And the other challenge on top of that, the challenge is also identify the name of this butterfly. And if you have guessed that correctly, we will be looking forward to give you our mystery prize. So with that, we will end with this video and how you can play your fun butterfly family challenge. So with this, Roland Ang signing out, and I will see you next week. So let us all live life to the fullest. We are your co-pilot for life. Bye-bye.
Come, take on the LLTTF Family AR Challenge. Parents, get your QR readers ready and let's go! Scan the augmented reality code on the screen with your reader and open the webpage. Then read the instructions and tap on the augmented reality icon on the bottom right of the butterfly. Set the butterfly down and watch it fly. See if you can follow the butterfly and find its name hidden on its body. Get your children in on the fun too. See if they can too find the butterfly's name. Shh. No hinting. Don't leave anyone out. Get as much of your family to join in as possible. The more, the merrier. Finally, take a picture to keep a memory of the fun times you've had together. Try to get the butterfly in the shot too. Scan the code on the screen now to participate in the challenge. And don't forget to have fun and live life to the fullest.
LiveLifeToTheFullest.tv, a big learning community. Uncle Roland and his friend, ready to listen and be your friend. Yeah, live life, yeah, to the fullest. Yeah, live life, yeah, to the fullest. Big potential is what you have, but situation would drive you mad. If disappointed or anxious, lost or confused and aimless, we will help you to take action, work together with one mission. Live life to the fullest together. Live life to the fullest forever. Yeah, live life. Yeah, to the fullest. Yeah, live life. Yeah, to the fullest. Yeah, together. Yeah, forever. Yeah, together. Yeah, forever. Live life to the fullest. Live life to the fullest. 哇，香啊！Hey, maybe you can do a better job. Alright, hear from you.